So yesterday, the Old Wood PH just installed my mini bar, and it is an against-the-wall type of mini bar. And I wanted this because I've been collecting so many wine glasses, and over time, I thought my overhead cabinet can no longer encase all of them. So I was thinking, what do they do in the bars, like prongs where they have inverted the glasses? I thought, this could be a good idea for me, but because I am limited in space, it has to be something that is against the wall. So the Old Wood PH has been a company that is doing furniture. Usually it's reclaimed wood and it's made of tanile, and they're really good at this. But the options that they have in their Instagram account is usually made up of mini bars with wheels, and I don't have that space anymore. So I put together photos from Pinterest, the designs that I wanted, and then I of course measured my two walls. I have two sides which I wanted to place mini bars to, and I just told the Old Wood PH this is how I want it to look like. And then Liz, the owner of the Old Wood PH, threw in the mesh sides, or the mesh design at the side, and she also said that the color will be something like this, is something that's agreeable to you, and of course I liked it, and let's go ahead with it. So you can see here that Ferdy, the husband of Liz, is the one who is actually doing the installation at my unit, and I really liked how they were very particular about keeping this very neat and very stable, and there's no one else probably that I can trust when it comes to these things, because what if it topples over? What if something happens? And I'm comfortable enough with the Old Wood PH that if I tell them I'm gonna carry on this much load and I need it to be as sturdy as possible, that they will live up to it. So actually I told them that I will be putting on wine bottles, I'll be putting on gin bottles, wine glasses, and Starbucks mugs, which can be very heavy in the long run if you have so much in there. And Liz was like, okay, we get you, we will make it really stable and really good. And then we also made sure that the prong for the wine glasses, they will be protruding and they will be like longer than the depth of the actual shelves. So the shelf is about 5 inches, and then the prongs will be about 7 inches, if I'm not mistaken. 6.5 inches, I think it's the 7 inches. And then the length of one of the mini bars is about 30 inches, and the height is 20 inches, and then the smaller version is 20 by 20 inches. What I like about this is that the sides, the mesh effect adds a lot of class and a lot of character to this. The color is also like something like golden but a bit of a rose tone, and I really love it. It's really very nice. I really think that a lot of people would want this for themselves. So the other installation is actually beside my top bed, and you probably don't know yet, but my bed is at the top of my walk-in closet, and because of that I particularly asked Liz to install one beside my bed, so I can actually drink from my bed, and then when I'm done, I'll just put the drink on the topmost shelf and I'm ready to snooze. It's just really very convenient for me and very fun, and when you think about it, the idea is just so fun. So here is the whiter version, and here I'm thinking of putting in a lot of collection, like maybe I'll collect some whiskey, some gin, things that I can keep there and not feel bad about not consuming everything, because red wine you need to consume about 3 days once you open, but the rest I can just stock them there. I don't need to chill them, and maybe I'll use the smaller slots, not just for the gin glasses or the jigger glasses, but also for my aromatics. I'm gonna vamp it up, just you wait. And yeah, I'm really happy about this. But the other thing that I want to talk about would be the installation that we also had for my loft bed, and this was about 3 years ago when I first moved in to my unit, and I'm really happy about it. I really think that you should consider dropping by the Old Wood PH, because they're really very talented in terms of these things. They're very passionate about what they do, and they've been doing this for years now, and It's actual talent and passion that drives them. And if you're interested, you can visit their Instagram account, which I will link right here. And also, they have a Facebook account. And if you have any questions, just in case you want to connect with them, you can, of course, feel free to connect through me. But at the same time, you can also message them in their social media accounts. I also want to talk about the loft bed that we put together 3 years ago. And this is something that was really well thought of. We had meetings, a series of meetings for this. And let's start with the steps. The steps double as drawers for shoes. And girls have lots of shoes. I do own quite some pairs. And I wanted to keep them neat and tucked in. And I don't want them like just right there in the floor. So I also asked the Old PH to make sure that the steps are drunk friendly and that they wouldn't be something that can cause me any accidents in the future. Like, I don't care. Maybe I'd be too drunk, or I am too tired, or I'm too sleepy. I don't want to have any accidents. So I made sure that the steps are wide enough and the height is good enough for me. So the top, of course, would be the bed. And I really wanted it right there because I want a clean bed. So I thought, best to save space and make sure that the bed is clean if it is right up. So here we go to the walk-in closet, which can encase a lot of clothes. And while there are shelves on the left side when you open it, there are shelves on the left side where you can fold your clothes and just put them there. There are also some metal bars where you can hang your clothes and your dresses. And I really asked the old PH to make sure that this doesn't fall off at a certain weight, because I have lots of dresses, and yeah, they really made sure this is something really sturdy. So here are the shelves, and you can see they have various height, and you can actually change the height because the middle division is something that you can move and you can actually take it off. Another important thing is that I made sure that there are holes for the sockets, and the holes and the corners are intended for when I wanted to charge my phone, or maybe I'm working from my bed. I usually don't do that, but just in case I needed to have a power supply, and I can actually just put in a cord right there and I'll be good to go. And this, of course, closes. There's a door that closes this entire walk-in closet, and that's why you can actually keep your stuff away from too much dust, and at the same time when you're entertaining people or your friends, you can just throw everything inside and close it and it doesn't look so messy. It's really nice, and I'm really happy about how this turned out. It's been 3 years old and I'm still happy about it. I'm so glad that I was working with the old PH in this. They really think about all the projects that they put their hands on, and when you ask them to make sure that there should be a certain detail in it, they think about it as well, and they give you suggestions about how to best handle it. And of course, they also take your advice for it, because like for me, when I design something, it has to be really functional, and the old PH would be there to tell me about how it should also look like aesthetically, and how we could still bring out the best in the wood. Because at first I wanted this to be painted white, and they said they really feel bad about painting it white because it hides a lot of the grain. And I said, I don't mind it if it's just washed wood or just, slightly painted, as long as it's bright and it's light. And so what they did, I think they did just one layer, and I'm not really sure about what they did, but it's a bit off-white. And similarly, the things that they have installed, the mini bar and this, have this stand for my plant. It's a very sleek and a very thin kind of setup where you can actually put a plant or whatever accent that you want to have in your place. They also made it possible that while you can still see the grain, it's painted white. So there you have it. This is a very quick run through of my mini bar. I'm so over the moon by it. And if you're a furniture lover like I am, please check out the Old PH. They're very, very good at what they do. They're lovely, they're nice, and they just live up to expectations. So I hope that this has been a very helpful video for you, and if it is, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and do subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon. Bye!